Hi guys, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Poe Abdullah and I'm your host with the most, okay? And you're watching Moments with Poe. Guys, and you know when you see me like this with this vibe, you already know. Okay? You see I switched accent from hi guys, it's my name Poe Abdullah. So guys, you already know because I bring Tori, I bring hot gist, okay? You guys, I don't know if you've heard, but trust me to bring it to this space because I need all of you to hear the gist. A lady in question, I will rephrase, a young girl. I'm saying a young girl because she's really young. I'm talking about a teenager. This teenager literally murdered her child in cold blood. How did she do this? Okay, I get it. She didn't do it intentionally, but she did it regardless because you cannot say you cannot use ignorance as an excuse. Do you get? You cannot use ignorance as an excuse. This particular lady drugged her child to death just so she could go party. Like literally, she drugged her child so she could go clubbing with her friends. Who does that? Not only did she drug her child, she locked up the child and then locked the child inside the house. This child was alone all night till daybreak. It was only when she came back from the club at night. This I'm telling you happened like okay, she discovered this child being dead as at around 4 a.m. in the morning. That's when she came back from her supposed clubbing. Guys, this is beyond preposterous. It is heartbreaking. It is heart wrenching because this child is beyond gorgeous, guys. This child is a beautiful, bouncing baby boy that his life has been snuffed off because his mother was so gullible and so careless as to give a child tramadol. Guys, tramadol. This is the drug that intoxicates adults, literally make adults misbehave, literally make adults lose their minds. This particular girl, in the name of she wants to club, she has missed it because during childbearing and all of that stuff, she has missed it. Hey God, this girl get mind, drugs this child so the child could sleep off and not disturb her, so she could go party with her friends, only for her to come back and the child was dead. Guys, do you know what then happened? This particular girl admits her tears. Neighbors got to hear of it and then they asked what happened. Because the neighbors already knew that this child was left back at home. They raised the alarm. That's what people gather her. They beat her. As in they beat her don't beat her waiting not good. They beat this girl. They beat her almost to death. It was police that came to rescue her and took her to the police station. If I show you the video of this entire story, you'll be heartbroken because it does not even make sense.
Guys, just see what I'm telling you. See what I'm telling you now. Sure, you understand what I'm now. Look at this baby. I know people are looking at her because she's the one seemingly going through the beating and all of that stuff. But look at the baby that just died. Hey, Chineke, God. Now God the help us finally for this life. Oh, how can you? I don't know what she was thinking, but I feel like this is just I don't even know what to say, guys. I don't even know what to say. Now they are beating her. Look at their as if they are merciless and all of that stuff because they are angry. How can you be so careless? How can you be so careless in the name of you want to party? See this thing, even if she was say she didn't know what she was doing, that she didn't know that tramadol was going to take the life of the child, even if that is her excuse. Like I said, ignorance cannot be an excuse because it does not make sense. How can you if you were so pressed to go, why didn't you leave the child with a neighbor or something? Guys, it does not make sense.
This is so heartbreaking that to the fact that the more I think about it, the more upset I get, the more angrier I get because this is just crazy. Like, what is our world turning into? I feel like we are just a bunch of generation who have misplaced priorities. That's the word. We are a generation with misplaced priorities because I do not understand why a postpartum mom will be thinking of clubbing and you do not have a help, you do not have someone staying with you, you stay alone. Why would that even cross your mind? See, I know postpartum period is not easy. I know that it can be overwhelming. I know that we all want a breather every now and then. But we can all agree that the kid or the child in question, taking care of this child and nurturing this child is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Like made the decision for her case, I guess that because she's a teenage mom, this is probably unwanted pregnancy. There's no father in the picture, so it's all overwhelming and stuff. But that is not an excuse to be that careless and that gullible. If you made a choice to keep that pregnancy, you better see it through, that this child grows up. Because I do not understand why you make such a stupid mistake. Because she was crying and doing, hey, it was a mistake, I didn't mean to. Hey God, I go slap you. You don't mean to what? You don't mean to what? Again, this channel does not support violence, so allow the Spirit of the Lord to use you. But okay, before I begin to get upset more than I already am, let's move on to the next subject at hand. A lady, may you see things that they happen for Nigeria. A particular lady came online to report herself because she was saying, what do I do? What do I do? But she ended up reporting herself. This particular lady in question was sleeping with her father-in-law, who is 70-year-old. Yes, you heard me, 70-year-old man. 70-year-old man is who she was sleeping with. How did this happen? Let me gist you. This lady in question said her husband married her, paid dowry, she got pregnant, and then he had to go abroad. Yes, he went abroad for some time, and the husband wouldn't send money, and she was broke. She was suffering with her child. So the father-in-law was taking care of her and her baby, right? And he had been doing that for a year, 2 years, and then the mother-in-law got uncomfortable. Like, she didn't like, according to the story, the girl said the mother-in-law does not like her. Do you get? So the mother-in-law does not like her and her baby, so the mother-in-law does not support them in any way. It was the father-in-law who has been supporting and all of that stuff. So the father-in-law opted for them to move to, because all this while they were staying with the in-laws, right? The father-in-law now opted to get them another apartment. So the father-in-law paid house rent for them in another location. According to her, this is where everything escalated, right? Because the father-in-law now had a key. Crazy things are happening. Crazy things, right? Okay. The father-in-law now had a key. Long story short, the father-in-law started sneaking in at night to come sleep with her and all of that stuff. Like, she didn't try to refuse or push him away or anything, because in don't turn breadwinner. She gets, yeah. And I don't they get, but I don't they follow. In don't turn breadwinner. So she had to let him do his thing, and so that it will not clash with how she raised her son and all of that stuff. Long story short, this has been going on, or this continued for a year plus. How do you sleep with your husband's father for a year plus? Man never start to guess. Man say this to the story. Okay, so long story short, the guy in the US came back. That is her husband. The guy came back. Now, when he came back, now he now came crying, saying, she should not be offended that he had not reached out to her the entire 2 years. Because in fairness, he had not reached out to her in the entire 2 years. He said he was arrested and thrown in jail immediately he landed from the airport, and that he had not been able to see the break of dawn since. So, according to him, it was totally out of his hands, right? And she was like, okay, she has forgiven him and all of that stuff, and she has sent her husband back. But the father was still coming to sleep with her inside the house, like when the husband steps out for a job or something. Because now, get it, the father was still coming to sleep with her now. That the father was no longer comfortable that his son was around. The father now raise money, find ways, send the son back to the US. Do you get? Like, literally gave the guy money and sent him back, and this time he went. When the son went back to the US, now all his mind that my father is taking care of my wife and my child. The father-in-law continues sleeping with the wife. Okay, now, auntie don't carry belle. You already know that this child is for the father-in-law, right? Now, the father-in-law is telling her to abort the child and not keep it because he doesn't want issues with his wife. He said that things will go from 0 to 100 real quick if the wife should find out, meaning the mother-in-law go kill her, literally pour her acid. All right, so that's how auntie came on here and said, help, that she doesn't know what to do. She's confused that her husband will be coming. This I'm telling you, your husband has been gone again for more than 6 months before he's coming back. When them he's just coming to visit and going back. So imagine coming to visit your wife and seeing her with a bulgy tummy, knowing fully well that she wasn't pregnant when you left. The story don't escalate real fast from 0 to 100 basically. So now the The father-in-law wants her to abort the child, and she said she has a strong conviction against abortion. So you get conviction against abortion, you don't get conviction against sleeping with your father-in-law. Okay, let me not verse first. Let me continue telling the story. So now she's coming to cry that help me, help me. I don't know that they carry me, they go. They carry me go where I don't know. Help me. That we should advise her what to do. Auntie, what do you want us to say? That you should leave the man who is now your second husband, mind you. He's doing father-in-law / husband duties. Or that you should leave your child to penny. What do you want us to tell you, auntie? What do you want us to tell you? Please, nobody should disturb me. See, 2023 is a year of peace. Nobody should come and disturb my peace. Do you understand? Because you have to be, something has to be wrong somewhere for you to come and tell us that this man in question has been sleeping with you since 2015. This is 2023. He has been sleeping with you since 2015, and it's now you are coming to cry out because you are pregnant. You are a second wife, auntie. A second wife that they've not paid dowry on because you are already married to a son. So in Ijaw land, there's something called Yeretusa. Your father-in-law, who is not your co-husband, is supposed to now come and pay Yeretusa because he don't sleep with another person's wife. And you now, you will return bride price to your, I'm giving the advice, so the advice that you'll be looking for is what I'm giving you now. You return bride price to your husband because you're not married to him again. You're not married to his father. His father now will not come and pay Yeretusa. Case closed. He will just now collect this new child and the former one. He's already taking care of that one like his own. Do you get? So he will not be playing father and stepfather / grandfather. She'll get here. You understand? That is, and sister, that is all you can do. That is it. Because you're a wife, you're already assistant wife. If you and your mother-in-law want to go and knock head on the wall because now not share one husband, now Tori be that you are already sharing. You've been sharing that husband with her since 2015. So you cannot come and tell us gist. Do you get? Okay. Guys, you know me when I don't the verse, I sabi verse quick. So please let us all leave our thoughts in the comment section because this matter is the boss brain. You know, it's the boss brain. All right, guys, that's it for today. I know this is boss to the brain, right? No wahala. I'm here to serve you. You know now. So, guys, if you like my face, you like my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yep. Subscribe to this channel. Share this video. Like this video, please. Like this video so that I can please the algorithm. You know now. Like this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Turn on your bell notification so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Okay. Until then, guys, my OGs will go see for comment section now. I know a big get. All right, guys. Until we see in my next video. It is adios. Bye.